It got started over in Japan, between Fujiwara and Soranaka. Those were both the two top guys over there. They both trained in Thai kickboxing, a very popular gym over in Japan. And they both trained in wrestling, Kachis-Kan wrestling under Karl Gotch. But one night, I know Soranaka said to Fujiwara, when we get to the kickboxing gym, just grapple with them. So Fujiwara gets to the kickboxing gym, they're standing there, kickboxing stance, something like that, and Fujiwara shoots it and takes them down the ground and basically mopped the floor with these kickboxers. And of course it was really funny because the kickboxers were wearing gloves and couldn't do anything anyhow. They tried. And they thought it was, Fujiwara and Soranaka thought it was really funny like that. And so then the next night, going to the wrestling gym, Soranaka said to Fujiwara, kick him in the head, punch him in the head, because they squat down like a wrestler, get ready to grab the hands, and then of course Fujiwara kick him in the head. They started incorporating those kind of matches where you would combine the two, and that's when Fujiwara and Soranaka start to train a different type of fighter. Because I went over to Japan in '86 to start training in this style, and they were already doing it way before '86. And '88 I had for my first match, and it was intense. I mean, the whole idea, and now to think about something like that, it doesn't seem that weird or anything like that. But you're going back in the '80s, and you're looking at that. I mean, when I first did the shoot fight in style, I didn't have any idea what it was, and I was invited. Soranaka invited me to a gym in Tampa, which was the Great Malenko's gym. And that's where they were trying to develop it over in the States. And I went over there, and I'm getting ready to kickbox and that, and the guy that's standing in front of me, now I weigh about 250 pounds, and the guy standing in front of me was a Japanese guy, but he was a lot smaller. He was probably about 170 at the most. And I'm thinking to myself, I said, I'm going to bury this kid because he's a lot littler than me. And I started off with some kicks and everything like that, and my leg was going really quick, and for about the first 30 seconds, I was doing pretty good. But he shot and took me down to the ground, had me in a heel hook. I'm yelling and screaming, calling him every name I could think of. Soranaka, he's laughing. He's laughing, and he goes, I forget to tell you, almost like kickboxing. And I said, not anything like kickboxing. And with kickboxing, you don't go to the ground. He says, yeah, this style, we go to the ground. And so I took the gloves off. I had my boxing gloves on, and it was funny because it was the boxing gloves that Tony Palomar gave me. And I carried them around with me because I thought they were going to be good luck and everything like that. And I took those gloves off, threw them out of the ring and that. And I'm starting to learn this style. I was just fascinated by the style of being able to take somebody apart on the ground that easily. Or if you got a wrestler kind of a guy that's standing there with his hands down to where you can, kick him in the head or punch him in the face. I'm going, man, this is something that the martial arts was missing as far as the sport part. You got to understand, martial arts was designed to maim or kill your opponent. Stick him in the eyes, hit him in the throat, kick him in the groin. That's the whole thing that kickboxing got started was, Joe Louis wanted to show that point fighting wasn't as powerful as full contact, because point fighting, you touch the guy and you get a point and you win the match. But if you touch the guy, it's not going to do anything to him, and he throws it right across to your head and knocks you out. That's real. And that's when, tournament fighting got evolved into kickboxing. But again, we have rank in the shoot fighting, which a lot of these styles, I don't know how they're going to be able to, a student progress. So you got our shoot fighting guys, which have yellow shirt, orange shirt, purple shirt, blue shirt, green shirt, brown shirt, and then black shirt. Okay, and they learn the requirements and that. Like we said, we're going to put up some of the techniques and requirements for the ranking system. So these guys will be able to learn the material. Doesn't matter what style of martial arts you're doing, shoot fighting will enhance whatever style you have. Just like kickboxing will enhance any style you have. And that's why I was saying about Joe Louis coming into the Tracy organization, teaching the Tracy black belts how to kickbox. I'm doing the same thing coming into whether it's Shotokan, Taekwondo, Isshin-Ryu, Jiu-Jitsu. Jiu-Jitsu is great. They got a lot of grappling stuff like that, but they have very little stand-up stuff. So they want to learn to do the stand-up stuff and the transition into their techniques. Just like the Sambo guys. They have some great stuff. Sambo has a little bit more hands kind of stuff than Jiu-Jitsu does. but still, the transitions going from stand up to ground, a lot of these styles don't have, and that's what we want to try to get out there, so that the student or instructor has that.